Tonight we're headed to the Woodlawn Theater. I recently had some of the cast of their production of Mary Poppins on my radio show and found out the place may have a ghost or two. So of course, I got them to agree to let us check it out. I'm meeting up now with their theater manager, Ben.
Ben? Hey, I'm Russell.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, man.
Welcome to the Woodlawn.
Thanks, man. This place is awesome. Thanks for inviting us out here. We're excited.
Thanks for coming.
Are you by chance an actor?
No, I'm not a...
No. Okay, 'cause, I mean, you just have that look about you. You know what I mean? All actors, they have a look. You know what I mean? Believe it or not, I did my time in the theater. I was an actor myself. I can see you're very impressed. Maybe we should go on that tour right now?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's tour. It's great. Wow. Tough crowd. So have you guys had a paranormal team come out and investigate before?
Not here at the theater, but we've had Sound Creator Studios down the way. They've had some people out.
Oh, really?
Sure.
Okay. My interest is seeing something. Like, I want to see something, come face to face with something. Is there a chance of that here tonight?
Possibly.
So people see things here?
Sure. People see things, people hear things go missing all the time here.
Wow, why do you think it's haunted?
I'm not sure that it is, but it's a really old building. The neighborhood has a ton of history. So it all starts in the theater. So in 1946, the theater opened as a single-screen movie theater.
I grew up going to one just like this, man. Just one screen, one movie. You didn't get to choose. You either saw it or that was it, you know?
Yeah.
Walking in here is like stepping into a time machine.
And in 1960, the world premiere of The Alamo, starring John Wayne, was here.
Really?
Yeah, he himself was here.
So there were some big names here then.
Absolutely.
This is just too cool. The fact that John Wayne chose this theater to debut The Alamo means that this was the theater back in the day. There's no telling who else walked through these doors, and maybe is still here. Uh-oh. Stage and a microphone. You may never get me off. Hello, Ghosts of San Antonio! It just feels right. Hey, I'm curious, have any ghosts ever tried to join a show before?
Some people would say yes.
Really? How
Sure.
so?
Well, backstage, the cast and crew have dubbed a spirit called Fran.
Fran.
Fran, yeah.
And what does Fran do?
Fran moves props, breaks props, things go missing. It's all the fault of Fran.
So what kind of personal experiences do you yourself have here?
Well, when we're working on stage, we'll hear footsteps on the stage and there's nobody here. We'll see people in the audience sitting in the chairs and there's nobody here. We'll see people walking past the lobby doors. We'll see shadows moving in the glass blocks in the back when there's nobody here. All the doors are locked, everybody's accountable.
With activity like this, I think we got a good shot to see something tonight. It seems like there's something shy here watching the shows, almost childlike. Is that what you mean by seeing things?
Well, if you want to see things, we need to go to the stairs.
Let's go.
Let's go. So here we are at the stairs, at the bottom of the lobby. So this is your best shot for seeing something tonight. So I work concessions late at night, and a lot of times I will feel somebody sitting right here just watching me. You feel it. And then also we've had lots of reports of a girl in white.
So when people see this little girl in white, what is she doing?
Sometimes she's just sitting there. Sometimes she's laying on the stairs, running up and down. When people try and chase after her, she just runs up and disappears. She goes from landing to landing to landing. And then disappears.
Well, what's up there?
Come on, I'll show you.
The story about the little girl here is crazy. The question remains, who is she? Why is she still here? Have to get our research team on that stat.
So this is the old projector room where they keep all the equipment from the movie theater days.
Wow, look at that projector, man. Is that original?
Probably not. It's been upgraded somewhere along the line, but it's pretty old.
Well, is there anything else we need to know before we get started?
I think you've covered it all.
All right, man, we're excited, man. We're really looking forward to this one.
Okay, well, I got to get ready for the show. You coming?
Oh, am I invited?
Absolutely. We got a seat for you.
I'll be there.
Thanks.
All right, Ben, thank you.
Appreciate it, Russell.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
As I peer out of this projection booth, it just hits me. All the history and all the things that we've come to know, and even more so, the things that we don't know. This theater is about to come to life tonight, and we hope in more ways than one. Wasn't planning on seeing a show tonight, but this is great. I'll get to spend some more time in the space and really get a feel for things. And lucky for me, I brought my frat guy sports coat just for the occasion. Showtime!
You've got to do your lessons! We can't do our lessons if we're gonna fly a kite. Oh,
These guys are doing a great job. Mary Poppins? Who doesn't love this show? I'm just hoping the ghosts put on a show half this good tonight. I'm anxious to get started.
And just as quickly as it filled up, the theater empties.
And now it's showtime for us. All right, guys, so we're here at the Woodlawn Theater in San Antonio, Texas tonight. It opened in 1946 as a single-screen theater, and in 1963, John Wayne chose this theater to debut his movie, The Alamo. Now it's a live theater with tons of reported paranormal activity. Kendra, any idea who this little girl is?
You know, Russell, we've gone through every record, and there's nothing about a little girl or anything tragic for that matter.
All right, so we're flying blind on that one. So Daryl, if this little girl chooses to show herself, we gonna be ready?
You bet. I think with 8 cameras set up in all the hot spots, especially the stairs, if she's walking around, we'll catch her on video.
All right, Vanessa, let's take some baseline photos just so we know if something changes. Joey, try not to wet yourself.
Hey, you remember what happened last time we investigated the theater?
If it could only be that good.
During a previous investigation at another theater, the team experienced extreme activity when a piece of equipment slid across the stage by itself.
The ghost meter literally just slid across the floor on its own. It was incredible.
When people saw the video, they were like, oh, that's great. How'd you do that? Where's the fishing line?
No, there was no fishing line. I saw that with my own 2 eyes. I still don't believe that.
All right, you guys ready for this?
Sure.
Set up, team. Let's go. Set them up at top right now, and then when we run cable, we'll look at what the camera looks like. This is a huge setup because of how big the place is, but once we're finished, there won't be an inch of this place we won't see remotely in command.
And for the very first time manning that command center, a rookie with a fantastic mustache, Ben.
Oh, I'm stoked. If I don't break every single piece of equipment we have, it's going to be a lot of fun.
If you break something, Daryl will kill you.
Just a little bit.
Daryl finishes testing the system and secures the excess of more than 3,000 feet of cable for safety. And already, one of our production assistants has had a strange experience.
And then we saw something in the corner and I remember I was standing right there. And I don't know if it's anything.
She's already seeing stuff.
Being that this theater has never been investigated before, I'm not surprised any spirits here may be curious about what we're doing. They may even be anxious to communicate.
It's a great sign that we're already seeing things. I just wish it would happen to me.
Maybe the fact that we're not going first is a good thing. Maybe Daryl and Kendra will stir something up, and then by the time we get over here, we can see something good.
With activity already happening, we need to go now.
All right, guys, cell phones off. Let's go dark. It's time to kick the tires and light the fires. Go for the Woodlawn Theater. Here we go for the first one.
The teams settle in for investigation. Team 1 is in the props room, where theater employees say they feel the most afraid.
I'm gonna do a base reading in here with the thermal.
We've got a new toy this year, a FLIR thermal imaging camera. This will pick up anything with a heat signature, even in the dark. Some of the best paranormal evidence ever has been picked up on these things.
Hey there, to whoever's here, we mean you no harm. We would just love to talk to you, find out who you are, because the people that do the plays here, they see you, but they don't know who you are or why you're here. Look at that, you can see the definition of the window.
I know, I saw it. I think it's cool.
What is that next to it that's a hot spot? Shine the light up there on the...
Other than an old window, Team 1 finds very little. Team 2 is exploring backstage.
The backstage dressing room is the one place that really creeps me out. I was back there earlier and I got an EMF spike that was up to a 12. Average is between 1 and 3.
Did you enjoy watching Mary Poppins tonight? Are you this way? That was me. Did you hear that?
Jell hears a voice call out from the darkness.
It's one thing to hear that, but it's a whole other thing when you think you're talking to a little girl.
But a girl or still a...
No, it was like a really growly one.
Oh, I'm scared.
Command to Team 3, are you in place?
The team has lined the stairs with motion detectors that will light up when anything crosses their path.
I'm calling out to any spirits that might be in here. Can you show yourself to us? Come up or down these stairs. Make those lights go off for us. So far, there have not been any signs of a little girl. We did bring some toys to use as trigger objects to make a child more comfortable to talk to us. Fran, we brought you some toys. Do you think you could push that ball down the stairs for me? Oh, the REM pod just went off. The REM pod emits an electromagnetic field, so if any type of energy or spirit go through that field, it will go off. Go ahead and push that ball down the stairs. I know you can do it. If you want to communicate using that device, we can do that. We can do once for yes, for the green light, and the green and the yellow light for no.
The REM pod is going nuts.
Team 3, we are getting activity on the REM pod here on the stairs.
Team 3, they're already getting activity. We just started the investigation.
That's awesome.
Where are you?
Just letting you know, Team 2 is in the back dressing room and we're having a little bit of activity.
Team 2's on for activity as well.
Team 1 is in the props room. We ain't getting
In this field, be careful what you wish for.
Command to all teams. This is the end of rotation 1. Please start making your way back at this time.
As the teams regroup at command, Daryl reminds Russell of a tool in their arsenal they haven't yet used, something called a field blast.
If it's gonna help us see something, let's do it. You wanna do it on the stairs like we talked about?
A field blast, great idea. The thought is spirits need energy to do something, plain and simple, so why not give them some energy? That's exactly what we're gonna do.
Okay, Ben, we're ready.
Basically, what we're going to be doing is pumping and blasting the area full of electromagnetic energy.
If you're here, just know that we're going to help you so that you can show yourself and talk to us.
This should potentially give the spirits the energy to do anything we ask. Answer a question, knock on a wall, maybe even, God willing, show us that full body apparition.
The first thing we gotta do is get the guys out of the area and make sure everybody's safe. All right, guys.
Get ready to initiate the field blast. Go ahead and clear the area.
This is no joke. We're about to displace a ton of energy to the tune of between 90 and 100 milligauss. Normal range for any room is between 1 and 3.
While Ben works to activate the field blast remotely, one team member voices concerns over the experiment.
Well, it's all good in theory, but the field blast could actually have the reverse effect and prevent any paranormal activity from occurring.
Getting ready to initiate the field blast. Go ahead and clear the area.
But I guess we're too late. Only time will tell.
3, 2, 1. Field blast is in progress. All right, guys, field blast is complete.
The team moves in to assess the area.
Already the air has changed. It's thick and heavy.
Jel volunteers her team on the stairs first.
We just need to do something to harness all this energy. With this bowl, we can test the theory that with frequency and resonance, we can open up a portal to establish communication. Oh.
The light just kick on? We've just had a hit on the motion lights on the stairway.
Something just walked by and set off the motion detector that is literally 6 feet in front of me.
The team attempts to debunk the motion light, but can't. What's most interesting is that the motion light activated in the very same spot on the stairs where the REM pod went off earlier in the night.
Is it helping you to be able to hear us?
As the investigation continues, the team is running out of darkness.
It's almost 5 a.m., but I still haven't seen anything.
I'm exhausted, but I feel we still have work to do because we haven't found any evidence of a little girl.
The team gathers on stage for a final session.
Yeah.
Jel breaks out the shack hack to see if anyone has any last words.
What's up?
What's up?
Hey, what's up?
The shack hack is basically a broken radio. It scans through the AM or FM dials and just gives you little blips of radio signal, and sometimes spirits can communicate through the open frequencies.
How many of you are here now?
I heard 3.
Did you hear 3?
Yeah.
3.
3?
Uh-huh.
Did we get your attention?
Whoa! What in the hell was that? Out of the corner of my eye, I just saw a shadow move across the balcony.
Right where those two things are sticking up there, something just went out the door.
Come on, move out of there, I dare you.
This is what Russell's been waiting to see all night.
And do you see anything on any cameras?
At this time, no.
Damn it! What I saw literally slid right behind our cameras.
With all the cameras quiet, the team ends the investigation.
Looks like we've got about all we're gonna get tonight.
It's Mix 96.1, The Russell Rush Show, and it's evidence review time. We meet again. Ben from Woodlawn Theater. How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm interested to know what has been going on in the theater since we've been there. Has any strange activity happened?
You know, actually, after you guys came, it got really quiet for weeks.
Really?
Weeks. Like nothing happened, and then suddenly it's starting to surface again.
So we spent a lot of time investigating on the stairs, and it was interesting when we had a piece of equipment kind of go off as we were addressing the little girl.
Do you think you could push that ball down the stairs for me? Oh, the REM pod just went off.
Now, sadly, that was the only evidence that we had of a little girl there. But you got something else going on, specifically backstage. Now, I know that there's talk of a ghost by the name of Fran. We caught this EVP in the backstage dressing room. It's almost like he says, that's not good at all, F it. As we entered the room and our cameraman sat down in a chair in the dressing room, all of a sudden he addressed that. Sounds like a man to us.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
There was something that we found in the actual theater itself. We had the Kinect set up, which if something moves in front of it, the infrared will see that kind of stick figure. Well, it also captures audio at the very same time, and we just left it running. We weren't in the theater at all. Nobody made the sound. In fact, we were on a break at the time, and we picked up this audio.
I want to say I have heard that before.
You have?
Scream freaks me out. The scream freaks me out. That's something I have heard, but I've always doubted myself. Like, did I just hear that, you know? I definitely have heard that before. I got chills big time hearing that. I have definitely heard that before.
To me, it sounds like a woman, but some in the group say that it might be the little girl. I don't know. No comment on that one.
Yeah, I've heard that one before. That one's creepy.
And I got to tell you, man, bizarre night, and it's always shocking to us when we go in and find something that we didn't expect.
Sure.
I can definitely agree with you guys that there's something paranormal going on at the Woodlawn Theater.
All right.
Thanks for having us out, and sorry we left it for you. The saying, all the world's a stage, is probably even more fitting if you're a ghost. The Woodlawn Theater is an incredible, unique, and special place. That's probably why some chose to stick around. It's the perfect place, because when you see a show here, you'll never know exactly who you're watching or who you'll be sitting next to.